Hello and welcome back to Ninth Dawn Classic. Oh, we've been this way before. Just a moment here. All right. Let's see. I know we played at the fort some and it sort of kicked our butt. Maybe we should try going down here. Odd merchant. Grumble, grumble. Huh? Nice, we murked a bear. Oddly enough, bears hit hard. Who would have thought? Pathkeeper Gore. Pathkeeper Gore became a pile of gore. Hey, I see a familiar name on the map. I don't remember if that's where that one guy's friend lives or not, but... But I remember people mentioning this town. Hello. Port of Montalorn. I see. No, I don't need that. Hey, this is the picture on the banner on Steam. Adventure, spare a coin for a lowly beggar. Here, have a silver coin. Thank you, make old man happy. Goodbye. Walked in and killed someone. I don't even know if that guy was a bad person. Ethereal moccasins. What are my current shoes? Am I wearing shoes? Alrighty. Well, it looks like wearing shoes is probably better than not. Butcher Pete. He's hacking and whacking and... Well, he's not doing much of anything now. Hack, whack, chopping the meat. I put all of my points into damage. And it works. Orb of the Elements. That sounds promising. What you do? Magic bonus 5%. What do I have equipped right now? Ah, increased XP. Maybe we're gonna stick with that. Alright, I cleared out a random bandit camp, I suppose? Thieves Guild? Hey there, do you know the story of Dragon Master Dine? Back when Montalorn was home to the dragons, Dine was the powerful warrior that single-handedly subdued some of the most powerful of them. Some say the dragons found him so formidable that he gained the power to command them. Interesting. In memory of Dragon Master Dine. It's like Lunar. Shiver me timbers. If you could please excuse me, sir, I'm quite busy. Smugglers are very active in Marseilles these days. Sorry for long. Ahoy there, my friend. You've come at a bad time if you're wanting a lift back to the continent. My crew is right close to mutiny. What's wrong? Well, we just docked earlier today here in Marseille. When the customs official asked to see our manifest, I couldn't find it. I have no idea where it's gone, but he had our cargo seized until I can provide a legal manifest. Of course, this makes the whole trip a bust, and there's no coin to distribute to my crew or myself now. We're practically stranded as well, not to mention. What can be done? I've tried searching everywhere for the manifest, but it's nowhere to be found. That being said, I tried pleading with the official, but Marseilles has had a lot of smuggler activity lately, and the customs are cracking down. You wouldn't hear a word of it. Perhaps you could try talking to him or striking a deal? You look fairly strong. Maybe you could rough up some smugglers for him. Sure, it wouldn't hurt to try. I appreciate it, mate. Let me know how it goes. I'll be back. Maybe those were smugglers that I beat up in that basement? Whoops. That's one way to try to convince somebody. You're in league with that scoundrel, eh? Where there is some truth in what he says. Currently there are bigger fish to fry in Marseilles in terms of smugglers, but they are rather elusive. I had to put my foot down with his crew to show that we are firm in our resolve. The other smugglers? There's a large chain of thieves and smugglers holed up somewhere here in Marseille, but they constantly elude our watch and manage to bring in contraband and ship what they please. We have searched extensively to find their base, but have failed numerous times. If you can find their base and kill their leader, I will pardon Captain DeLoss and his crew and return their cargo. Deal. I think I already did that. You have done it! On behalf of the Port Authority of Marseille, please accept our sincere gratitude in taking care of this menace. I will have Captain DeLoss's cargo released at once. Thanks. Did you work things out with customs? Yes, you will have your cargo. Oh gods above, you've saved me and my ship. Because of the situation, I don't have much on me to give you, but I have a secret I can tell you that will be worth more in silver than my ship and crew combined. I'm listening. I'm sure you've heard of the numerous artifacts and treasures that reside on Montalorn from ancient times and from the wizards that used to research here. Well, in my sailing days, I once passed by a cove far, far to the northwest of here, near the castle of Maltyr. A cove? Yes, I'm not sure how to access it other than by sea, but if you can get into the inner mountain range and make your way to the western shore, you should reach it. In the brief time I visited, I found a cave there and a path that led into the mountain. I wasn't able to proceed very far due to some powerful elemental creatures, but their presence is a strong indicator that magical relics are in that cave. Interesting. You may not be strong enough to face such dangers as the area around the castle yet, but in good time I'm sure you can make the journey there and find the treasures I could not. Thanks again for your help. No problem, safe journeys. Am I not strong enough yet? I feel pretty strong. How do I get in the bar? Let me into the bar. Ah, over there. Caddis. Hello. With all the monsters roaming Montalor now, I'd wager that Marseille is the safest place to be. We've got ships, walls, and guards. Nothing's getting in here, and if it does, we'll just sail out. Reasonable enough. Yarrow and Merrill, huh? What are you looking at? Better turn your gaze elsewhere before I relocate your eyes. Someone's in foul shape today. Threatening to relocate someone's eyes is pretty sick, though. I see this. Does that mean that I could, in theory, hitch a ride somewhere? No. Oh hey, they're not screaming about mutiny anymore. That's a good detail. Farewell, Marseille. You've been interesting. Oh, this looks promising. Scorpion. Oh dear. Crystalline vest. How does that compare to my Archmage's robe? Defense 8, magic boost 11. Defense 67. Oh, it's Archer. Oop, hit the wrong button. I hit the cheeky see everything button. I missed. Oh gosh, those brown scorpions are so fast. Monk's leg wraps. Yo! Obviously we need to do more damage. I can't have not one-shotting enemies. Ooh! So far it seems like we've only been in one or two places that actually have names. Which is a little weird. The scorpions give good XP. I'm glad to see the game has decided not to crash when I leave areas now. I don't know what was up with last session, but it was just losing its mind. Let's go down this way. Oh, lovely. Europhos. A visitor! What brings you to my home so far out of the way of the main road? Ren sent me. Ah, Ren. Yes, I was supposed to deliver my reports of tidings to the west today. Unfortunately. Well, make yourself comfortable as I spin you a somewhat chilling tale. Go on. In investigating the happenings of the West and tracking the movement of monsters and undead on Montalorn, I made my way to Crayshore on the very western edge of the island. For the most part, I got the information I needed from the villagers. The situation seems pretty grave and I fear for their safety. All of the people from the village of Anvir have disappeared and no one knows where they've gone. Disappeared? Some people think that the kobolds have raided the village, but I went and saw no real signs of a struggle or battle. Our new dog, Ethel, is really into our little lamb chop toy. She loves it. So please forgive that in the background. Others believe they may have been turned into undead, accounting for their increased number in the area. What do you think? The latter is more likely, and I have some evidence to support the notion. On my way back home from Crayshore, the roads were swarming with skeletons and ghouls, indefinitely blocking my passage. What did you do? I went back to Crayshore with the intent to make a detour through Cessern and cut through the forest and swamps back to my home. It was a dangerous plan, but I had traveled it a number of times in the past. How was Cessern faring? Well, that's the thing. Before leaving Crayshore, I asked a number of villagers how things were going there, but no one would give me a proper response and seemed grave and frightened at the mention of the town's name. As I was going that way anyway, I figured I would proceed cautiously and find out for myself. When I got to Cessern, I found that it too had been completely deserted. Everything was in perfect condition though, like they just walked off. Quite surreal. Go on. At one point, I thought I saw someone or something moving inside the tavern through the window, so I took the liberty of walking in. I called a number of times for someone to come, but instead of being met by a barmaid, I was suddenly surrounded by ghosts. Ghosts! Ghosts, phantoms, specters, call them what you like. I've never moved so quickly in my life. I bolted out of the door, ran out of the town's walls, being pursued for some time by moans and shadows into the woods. At length I came to the swamp I mentioned. What happened? In my frightful haste to get back home, trudging somewhat carelessly through the swamps, I lost my satchel, which contained all of my detailed reports, notes, and some other important artifacts as well. I searched some time for it when I noticed it gone, but... Oh, now she's got a different toy. She's got our little hedgehog that crinkles. Oh, she loves plushies. But then I was discovered by two hungry crocodiles and found myself more inclined to preserve my life than preserve some parchment. I eventually got out of the swamp and ended up just slightly north of my home. You had quite the day. Such an understatement. But yes, this happened only 2 days ago, and I've been resting since then to regain my stamina. I intended to personally travel to alert Lord Vincent of the undead, and then go to Agaria and inform Ren of these happenings as well. I may be of service. Indeed, a hardened adventurer such as yourself would likely be able to retrieve my satchel from the swamp. I can see why Ren trusted in you to travel here. I will search for it promptly. Be careful and mind the crocodiles. I'll be waiting here for you to return. Yay! I'm gonna explore your basement. Nice basement. I'm gonna explore your upstairs. Boring upstairs. Alright, we're off. Into the swamp. If I know where the swamp is. Is over here the swamp? Oh! That was quick. Eurofos. Oops. Ah, you're back. Have you found my satchel? Yes, here it is. Fantastic! Alright, here's a report for Ren. I'm feeling more spry and lively today, so I will begin my journey to deliver the other report to Lord Vincent and his troops. Vincent? Have I been misreading that this whole time? Once you've delivered it to Ren, come back and see me again. Times are bleak and there's much to do. Count on me. I'm nobody's messenger boy. I'm a delivery boy. I'm way too happy with myself for that. Can I open a big map? I can. Wow. This is awesome. So if I just cut up north, I've actually traveled a good ways. Well, this is probably where the final boss is gonna be. Yeah, these look like boat paths. I wonder how I unlock that. Maybe I don't. Maybe that's just for flavor. Oh, what's over here? Rats. It's a really good thing you can't accidentally kill good guys because I just spray and pray. Oh. I found one of the treasures. Let's try to get this letter to Rin and then we'll call it a sesh. Yeah, if this game interests you, it's only like $3 on Steam. Ninth Dawn Classic. It's very pleasant. It's kind of a cozy game, despite the occasional horde of enemies. There's something very comfy about just slowly meandering through the world and one-shotting enemies. Although I suppose the experience is different depending on the class and build you choose. Rin! Let's see. Rin is down here. Rin! Greetings, Meanderer. Have you returned with the research I sent for? Here it is. Rin carefully reads the report. Well, it is as I feared. Based on this report and some of the research I've been conducting while you were away, it confirms that this is the work of someone or something that has somehow acquired a part of Maltyr's power and is using it to practice necromancy. There's little I can do besides write of the danger back to the mainland and possibly get reinforcements to come and aid Lord Vincert's battalion. You should return to Eurofos and get further instructions. He has a direct correspondence with Vincert himself. I'll depart immediately. Speaking of departing immediately, we shall end this session here, quite immediately. Thanks for watching, and join us next time where we will report back to Eurofos and see what kind of quest he'll give us. Or maybe we'll go to that cave and look for that lady's jug. We'll do something, I'm sure. Farewell.